Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here talking about some NFL news, episode 142. If you haven't seen my Dodgers recap from the game win against the Mets and the SmackDown recap, and then for WB SmackDown, go check those out. But let's talk about some NFL. So we have some more stuff to talk about, but from the Super Bowl. Dallas Goedert, he said, I have an update here from Don Clayman. Update: hashtag Eagles tight end Dallas Goedert said that the Super Bowl field played a factor in the loss against the hashtag Chiefs via part of my take on that podcast. I think, quote, if the field was better and if we were playing on turf, I'm telling you it's 10 out of 10. He added that, quote, solid father didn't do a good job on the field and that he, quote, knew what he was doing. Quote, there was a lot of people slipping. You can't make that up, Goddard said. But we played on the same one. I hope we get back, end quote. Also, a role in getting to the big game is Lane Johnson jumping like every play, every single snap, but it not getting called for a false start. But I'm super confused. How did the turf affect Philly and not KC? Did the field stop Hurts from going 14-15 in the second half like Mahomes? Like, why are we blaming the field still? No accountability. Like, why are we still blaming the field? It's a few months after the Super Bowl. Why are we still talking about this? Okay, I get the field was bad, but come on, just get over it, Dallas Goedert. It's time to get over it, sir. Be a man. Be a man. Grow up. If we scored more than them, you would have won. Both teams play on the same field. Why are we still talking about this almost half a year later? I guess the off season, but come on. So we have an update from Adam Schefter. Hashtag Bengals running back Joe Mixon will remain with the team after agreeing to restructure his contract. So he's going to restructure his deal. This breaking news from today. He had a $9.4 million non-guaranteed base salary. Agreed tonight to restructure his contract to remain in Cincinnati. Joe's goal is to win a Super Bowl and play his career in Cincinnati, and this is the best way to accomplish these goals, said his agent Peter Schaffer. So Joe Mixon is going to restructure his contract to remain in Cincinnati, which is not a surprise. But it's good to see at least a running back is willing to not get overpaid. Smart move on his part. To be honest, smart move. So this is really to ensure his return to Cincinnati. Don't know if they're gonna hopefully they win one soon, because I'd like to see the Bengals win a Super Bowl. So a few days ago, Justin Jefferson gave his top 5 quarterbacks, which was Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Josh Allen. And a lot of people were talking about, oh, he left Kirk Cousins off his top 5 list, NFL QB list, and Kirk Cousins basically responded. He said when asked about it, quote, I didn't even see it. Cousins said, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Quote, as a competitor, you'd always want that. Cousins said being on a top 5 list. People have to be honest and share what they think, and I'm not going to tell somebody what they need to think. Hopefully in 2024 I'll be on his list. We'll see what we can do this year. End quote. So that's basically his quote. Cousins is always first class. This is just a pure class. Kirk's probably the only quarterback that wouldn't be freaking out over this, because if another quarterback heard their receiver saying they're not in the top 5 of their quarterback list, they would probably go off on them. But Kirk Cousins is just chill. That's a mature response. I think he's underrated. Yeah, he's not like top 5, obviously, but he's also underrated. Both can be true. And he led a lot of comebacks last season, so.
For Justin.
So, we have an update here. Hashtag Chargers running back Austin Ekeler is seeing backup wide receiver. Seeing backup wide receivers make more than me piss me off via the Rich Eisen show. So he's basically saying him seeing backup wide receivers that are making like more money than him is basically pissing him off, making him mad. I know people say, oh, they need to start paying running backs one fairly. Like, it's based on scarcity, though. How many times have we seen a second or third string running back play for a starter and perform nearly just as good or better than the first? Plenty of times. But seeing running backs make more than a lot of players kind of pissed me off. Update Bucs safety Antoine Winfield believes that the team is trying to convince Tom Brady to unretire. Quote, I'm sure we're still reaching out to him trying to see if he's trying to come back to the team. Hey, it can happen, anything's possible, end quote. So, Antoine Winfield believes the team is trying to convince Tom Brady to unretire. To me, this is more of an indictment on Baker Mayfield than anything else. So that's just basically saying you're damn bad without saying you're damn bad. I think this is more jokingly. I don't think this is actually, like, legit. I think he kind of said this jokingly. So we have an update. Despite the embarrassment for Titans QB Will Levis was falling on draft night, he fell to the second round. But it worked out for his girlfriend, Gia Duddy, as she signed a deal with Burger King. So his girlfriend is now signed with Burger King. It's kind of random. That's so random, Burger King. Yeah, that's heartbreaking NFL news right there. Is it? I don't know if it's embarrassment. Like, a single round pick's not bad. So Aaron Rodgers talked about the Hard Knocks, about the J it's going to be on it. He said he expressed this content about Hard Knocks. He said, quote, they forced it down our throats, and said they forced it down our throats and we have to deal with it. Quote, I understand the appeal with us, obviously. There are a lot of eyes on me. And a lot of eyes on our team, a lot of expectations for our squad. Hey, the owners agreed to the terms over a decade ago. If they were unsatisfied with it, they had every right to rewrite the rules in regards to hosting Hard Knocks. Well, this outrage is absurd. It's like, does this guy ever stop whining? I swear, he complains about everything. Like, it's Hard Knocks. But let the crying begin. We get to see all this drama. Of course he has an issue with it. Just Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers. But I do understand at the point where the players don't want to do it, just don't do it. But forcing it on teams is unfair, so I kind of get his point, though. Like, yeah, I think he's been kind of coming off like a bit of a crybaby here, but if they want to do Hard Knocks, they shouldn't have to do it. I mean... So, former Chargers and Colts quarterback Philip Rivers has announced he's expecting his 10th child. And what's he trying to do? Build his own football team? But yeah, congratulations to Philip Rivers, now a 10th child. Jesus Christ. Pull out, Philip Rivers. Put on the condom. And I guess he's not the pull-out king. So, top 10 best running backs in the NFL that were ranked by executives, players, coaches, and scouts. So we have this list now that's come out. Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, this is all in order. Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Tony Pollard, and Austin Eckler. Some honorable mentions that were here: Aaron Jones, Damian Pierce, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Ramondre Stevenson, and Kenneth Walker were your honorable mentions on this list. I think Nick Chubb, it's a great surprise seeing him get this type of recognition, but he deserves it. Nick Chubb's been one of the bright spots for the Browns, especially last season. I like seeing Tony Pollard up here in the top 10. As the years go on, he could go one of the best running backs in the league. So, per your report, Richard Sherman is a candidate to replace Shannon Sharpe's FS1 undisputed alongside Skip Bayless, according to Andrew Marchand. Oh boy, Richard Sherman and Skip Bayless. Oh god, that would be brilliant. I think Sherman will go off on Skip at some point, but I think that's the point. Oh boy. But there's no chance this is going to happen. I feel like Skip's going to handpick who he wants on there. But remember, 10 years ago on ESPN, Richard Sherman versus Skip Bayless, he said, in my 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you. Oh boy, I don't think it's going to be Richard Sherman. I don't think so. I really don't. Per report, Raiders running back Josh Jacobs won't show up to training camp without a no deal and will hold out per Paloma Fox 5 News. The team reported he has until Monday, 1 p.m. to reach a no deal with Jacobs per Villicana. They should just pay the man. Just pay the man. I don't think he's going to hold out, though. I feel like he'll play. I don't think he's just going to hold out. There's more news here. I think that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's all I'll say for this video. Until next time, I like. Peace.